Shalom. I want to begin by giving all praise, honor, and glory
to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Shem, Kakadash.
Double honors to the heads, apostles, and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the fellow laborers out there. And as always, you believers. So yeah, we back out here once again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua. As always, to pronounce the downfall, collapse, and utter destruction of this wicked kingdom of America, also biblically referred to as Babylon the Great, in which that destruction will play out in that said order. Before this place is destroyed, you're going to experience its downfall, in which that downfall is going to naturally breed a collapse of the minds of you people, the infrastructure of this place, witnessing it. The American people is pretty much torn. They're not in agreement. Oh, you got these MAGAs, they basically feel duped, played by Trump. You got no kings. Has it already passed? I know it's the end of this month in Birmingham. That's a national thing now. When the citizens, the American citizens, you Babylonians, you take a hard stand. You're in opposition to the powers that be. And you people ultimately going to feel the crunch more and more. When you see the gas prices beginning to teeter, trend upward, you know, and that's based upon really this war that's going on. Because you had America to go up into Venezuela and pretty much seize that area and throw them puppets up in there. And pretty much Iran was fueling Venezuela, man. So now we're in the point where Iran is halting back, and you got these devils stretching themselves in. So basically, we're in a heavy time, man. Everything that I mentioned. The brother sent to the chat where you got these GIs. They got a toll, an 800 toll number for the army to call in and voice that they not bagging Israel, man. Hey, the Most High working, man. Oh, you had the video of the Marine, the decorated Marine. He came out and took a hard stance against Israel. So pretty much we're in a time where the destruction is looming because of that heavy divide. Matter of fact, get that in Matthew 12, I want to say. Because Yahushua spoke of this, man. Our Lord gave us a vivid illustration of what would take place before eventually America is destroyed. And one of the tokens to look for is that divide and conquer formula that the Lord will pretty much bring about. You know what? Somebody look up that phrase, divide and conquer. Yep, come on.
This is the book of St. Matthew chapter 12. I start at verse 25. It reads, And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation.
Right, and that's dealing with the actual kingdom. Like you got different countries. For an example, you got America and Russia. That's a balance of power. Those are two different kingdoms that's divided. Right? Go ahead.
In every city or house.
Now, that's something different. Every city or house is dealing with the nationality. Matter of fact, click on that word house. Because you got the kingdoms divided, then you got the inhabitants divided. See? All right, come on.
Con. This is that word house. And it reads, the house, and inhabited edifice, a dwelling, the inmates of the house.
Right, so you got a house, that's these countries, these kingdoms. Then you got the inmates of it, the subjects, right? Go ahead.
The family.
The who?
The family.
The family. So not only is these kingdoms divided, but the family, Esau divided. That's why you got these red-blooded Americans coming out saying, fuck it, we ain't defending them damn tiny hats, man. And that's a telltale sign that what's about to happen. Okay?
It says, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation.
Is what? Brought to desolation. And matter of fact, click on that word desolation. See, this is an age-old formula. That divide and conquer. Hey, the Lord did that with Israel. What's that, 2 Kings? Yeah. I think that's 2 Kings 17. Remember when the kingdom was rent or something like that? Matter of fact, somebody can see if they can get that. I know it's the 2 Kings 17. the Lord tore the kingdom.
That word desolation, it says to make desolate, lay waste.
Lay waste, man. That's the fate of America. And that goes into the inheritance set up for Esau. When you go into Esau in the Hebrew, is what? Ashashya. Meaning wasted away is he. So this destruction is the inheritance of Esau. See? Read that again.
It says to make desolate, lay waste, to ruin.
To ruin, man. This place gonna be ruined. Like you make a dinner and somebody spoil it, right? And because what happened, you can make a good dinner, but over time that shit spoiled. So time is Esau's biggest enemy. The longer you here, man, the more the destruction makes sense. See? Because the missiles ain't going nowhere. Right? The kings of the earth, they're not going to somehow soften their stance. Now, it will be situations where they might come to an agreement, come to the table, but that's all the efforts for the preparation of the microchip. And I'm going to say this, you got to be in the spirit to really be patient. Because you, right, you see reports of like Kim Jong-un, right, the picture of Kim Jong-un, and you just know World War III. We in the midst of World War III, it's brewing, right? But you have to remain patient, right? And Scripture says those who kept the word of my patience. And what that context is talking about the microchip. You got
Scripture said, be not like Esau, for one more to the meat, sold his birthright. That's that hastiness. So that's the adverse of that is being patient.
Yep. That's cool.
Proud, patient experience. Proud.
Yeah. So the Lord really doing that to pretty much test the metal of all of us, man. You got to wait for that microchip, and it's a small release. Remember when it first surfaced, it was always in the same breath with the size of a grain of rice. Yeah. Right? That was the Lord pretty much instilling the concept of it's like it's a small little matter, man. But from that, it's going to bring the destruction. All right, yep, come on.
John, it says to lay waste, make desolate, come tonight.
Come tonight. This don't come tonight. Because remember, this is the land of traffic, right? People coming and going. Well, that's gonna come tonight. Even your dreams and aspirations, nigga got a 10-year plan. That's coming tonight, man. Oh, and that's proud too. Esau set that shit up, 5-year plan. I'll work here for a minute, save enough money, go to college, and not knowing that you could die, man. Your next breath ain't coming. These Edomites, they gotta go. Like they give off a creepy, like they give off, it's a folly / guilt spirit. It's uncomfortable to be around, yeah.
And they own kingdom.
Right, yeah, exactly. Right, yeah, that is a balance. They feel reckless, they seem reckless. No worries, but in the same breath, it's guilt. You mentioned in 1950, you know, start talking about a date. Motherfuckers get nervous. Yep, so what was it?
Look for the kings.
Oh yeah, Con, did you find that?
When the kingdom divided.
Yep, Con.
This is something on it. It's 1 Kings 11 and 12. It says, notwithstanding, in the days I will not do it for David, thy father's sake, but I will rend it out of the hand of thy son. Howbeit, I will not rend away all the kingdom, but will give one tribe to thy son for David, my servant's sake, and for Jerusalem's sake, which I have chosen.
Right. Now, that's the one I was looking for.
Okay.
I believe it's in 2 Kings 17. I know. You got it?
It's 2 Kings chapter 17 and verse 18.
Okay.
It says, therefore the Lord was very angry with Israel.
Right, so the tone being set right there, the Lord was angry with Israel. And what did he do? How did he proceed forth with that anger? Go ahead.
And removed them out of his sight. There was none left, but only the tribe of Judah only. Also, Judah kept not the commandments of the Lord their power, but walked in the statutes of Israel which they made. And the Lord rejected all the seed of Israel and afflicted them and delivered them into the hand of spoilers.
Oh, see that? So the Lord delivered them into the hand of spoilers. Do that sound familiar? The Lord gonna deliver America into the hand of spoilers. Somebody can get that in Jeremiah? Let's see what the first step is before you do that. All right, go ahead, Mr. Kitchen.
Yeah, it says, until he had cast them out of his sight.
Mm-hmm.
For he rent Israel.
See, he rent Israel. So don't you see that now? And we just read that in Matthew 12. Well, before that desolation comes, the Lord said what? He would divide the kingdom. See? And that go back to that concept. I don't know if the brother ever get that term, divide. Come on. There's a lot going on up here right now. So just, you know, it's like a, you at the simple restaurant. Hey, the meal get prepared, man. You know what it's gonna end up with? The dish gonna look like the destruction of America. That's what we're gonna get into, man. When you get through with all the precepts and the points, we're gonna get right back to the America being destroyed, man. Right, it's gonna be clear. And if you're hungry for that, because if you want the kingdom, then you gotta have that taught to you. You gotta eat that. See? Yeah, you gotta eat that. You have the Bible. Yeah, see, America breathes, you know what I mean? Yeah. You can't be around like a certain time of night. Oh yeah.
Because divide and conquer means to gain or maintain power by creating divisions among opponents, preventing them from uniting against a common enemy, often by exploiting or creating conflicts between groups to keep them weak and manageable.
See that? That's what the Lord with America. So-called white men. They pretty much divided. See, that's an age-old formula. And the devils, they do it against us. They go into that religion, separate families and whatnot. You know, a lot of Edomites came out and said that never really, that was just bullshit. That never was nothing, you know.
I got it. It says, what is the divide and conquer mentality? Divide and conquer is a strategy used by elites, often understood as the oppressors, to break down the relationship and unity between subjected groups struggling for justice, freedom, liberation, in order to maintain the status quo.
Right, so the Lord did that with us. The Lord used these devils to break us up, to break up the families, and most importantly, discontinue you from your heritage. Because really, that's the binding, you know, the laws, that's the binding force that brought Israel to their power. So the Lord stripped us of all that, right? But in the kingdom, the scriptures say what? The sun and moon will never go down on us again. So we won't lose that wisdom in us. You got something else? No, that's it. Right, come on, we got something? Yep.
Jeremiah 17:4. It says, and thou, even thyself, should discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever.
See that? So that happened to us, man. We was driven from our land and brought over here to this land to pretty much serve our enemies. See? And in that, what cemented that, we discontinued from our heritage. You know, we got these Babylonian names. At some point, you know, we had a lot of interest and investment in the holidays. We showed reverence to that shit. See? Oh, it's heavy too, man. The new moons, they always come when it's an event in the earth. Like for the last, I can't even remember how long, going back to, as long as I can remember, usually Christmas, it fall on Christmas, Thanksgiving, or you just had the blood moon, that fell on the
strikes for our right.
Yeah, the strikes, yeah. See? All right, come on. That was it?
Book of Mark 3:27, it says, no man can enter to a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he would first bind the strong man, and then he would spoil his house. Yes, so if a man is going into it, you know, Esau like was going into being delivered to the spoil. Esau pretty much changed the order, you know, that was given to us by Yahweh by Shemau Shah. That's why you see a woman over the man and discord in the household. You can pretty much take away the leadership of the man, you can destroy a whole nation. See, so that's what happened to us as a people, but now the Lord's putting everything back in order. Right?
That was it? Yep, come on.
It's a quick article talking about the disruption between Edom and how they falling out. Russia has officially targeted the wealthiest Rothschild family in Europe, shifting attention from NATO and Ukraine and sparking global tension. Just going off of the same, threat to Esau's existence really is division. That's what's going on. He's separating himself. Jake don't have the power. These people on his side don't have the power to take down Esau. It's Esau is being weakened by his own self. Think about NATO. Part iron, part miry clay. They're already weakened, but these are all Edomite nations that's supposed to be strong together. They just can't get it together. Eventually, I believe it's Trump this week said that we ain't gonna do no business with Spain. Those are Edomites. All right, Spanish-speaking Edomites. So the disruption is evident and it's continuing.
Yeah, that miry clay and that iron, it can't click. See? You had something? Yeah, somebody get Revelation 13.
Just going back to the Spirit of the Lord bringing forth that division amongst Edom. And this is an example because the Lord have done this without enemies before. It's an example concerning the Philistines. The book of 1 Samuel chapter 14. And I started at verse 19. The reason it came to pass while Saul talking to the priest that the noise that was in the host of the Philistines went on and increased. So that's what we're saying in a sense. The host of these devils, you hear it's increasing. Now it's at the point you hear boots on the ground. Now it's going to get more physical. It says.
Oh, you can hear more now, like even TikTok videos.
Yeah.
You got like a front row seat to America's military. The noise increasing, man. Yep, you got it.
It says, and Saul said unto the priest, we'll draw thine hand. And Saul and all the people that were assembled themselves, and they came to the battle, and behold, every man's sword was against his fellow. And there was a very great discomfiture. So from Civil War to America, to a war between these two Edomite superpowers, man. We're seeing that play out. But this is just an example because Chris talked about the things that were written aforetime, written for our learning. So back then, how those Philistines was going on outside, this is the biggest one, our arch enemy Edom. So how about the Lord going up against them? And that's what we're saying. Every sword against his fellow.
Yep, the Lord said his determination is to gather the nations. Pretty much what they're going to do, they're going to cancel each other out. And we're going to get the spoil. There's plenty of examples of that. Oh, remember the 4 lepers? Right, the 4 lepers, they end up getting the spoil, man. The Most High work that work. See? So the only thing we got to do is be patient. Wait on our power. Hey, that's why Isaac gave Esau the sword, man. You see what it coincides with the blessing of Jacob? Because with that sword, what he gonna do? He gonna create a volatile situation. See, he who taketh the sword, what you have a saying? Right? Shall die by the sword. That was the spirit of Isaac lingering even to your house side, man. Because what? It was Isaac who came up with the bright idea in the spirit to say, yeah, sword. Right? And it made so much sense, right? It benefited us. Yeah, I got what you did. Yeah, that's it.
Take this shit.
Yeah, really what you need. You need it for you. would have had a sword, man.
Another analogy is like how Esau dropped off guns in the hood. He know what they gonna do with them guns.
Right.
Eventually they're gonna be used on, because Stockholm and all this madness you're going through, it's gonna be used on your own kind. Well, that's how Isaac gave Esau the sword the same way.
Yeah. Hey, he told him by that sword thou shalt live. And that's his rightful, right? That's his heritage. That's why you see these devils, they hang their hat on the Second Amendment.
Yeah.
The right to bear arms. That actually go back to Isaac.
Hey, they parades, if I make they parade around. Ain't nothing like a parade without the military equipment driving through. The actual sword got to go down the street with the parade.
Yep. That's one of the soldiers. Yep. Come on. Yes,
Good. Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight.
Like you said, and I will set the Egyptians.
Yep.
So the Yahweh Shemel said is turning their house against each other.
Yep. Hey, look at that word set. I don't know if it's a phrase or not. And you know what come to mind? Chess. You have that hand that's set in chess pieces. So pretty much everybody is under the vibration of a higher power. There's a higher form of intelligence that's setting the tone in the earth. So it's the Most High who's setting you against each other. Yep, you got it up?
Afraid I will set. It says the hedge, fence about, shut in, to block.
Hold up, read that again.
To hedge.
To hedge, right? Go ahead.
Fence about.
Meaning what? You don't have no control. That's just like if you're in prison or in jail. Like if somebody set up a hedge or a gate around, like that dog can only go, he can't go nowhere. He's hedged. See? It's a block. You want to go right, but he don't make it left. See? Yep, that stall. That stall heavy, man. That maze, it leads you, the designer of the stall is more intriguing. The subject ain't shit. He's just a part of it. The designer set up the stall and you go through the stall and you end up in a cliff.
They call them sheep.
Yes, yep. Cattle. Oh, well, that's that same chain in Revelation 20. The angel came down with that great chain, which is really Yahweh Shai. And that chain represents he has the mastery over you. And what you know what heaven about this maze, you can't retreat. You can't go backwards. And that's what Esau want to do. He want to go back into the past and somehow, you know, galvanize his forefathers so that they won't make that same mistake, man. But that's what's fascinating about this maze. Once you go in this door, you can't go back. That door locks behind you. You have to proceed further.
Hey, when the squeeze is that good, you can't even turn around.
Yeah. Right. Like two pace, and that squeeze, you can't get it back in there, man. So really, that's life. Spirit of prophecy, right? When you go into the spirit of prophecy, when you look up that word spirit, right? Revelation 19, one of the definitions is what makes the body animated. So like when you look at a body, the body is rendered useless. If it's dead, you can dress it up in a suit, but it can't, you slap it. Or you know the video that nigga slapped 5 damn dead. That was a cringe video, man. I put up curses on that nigga, even though I ain't give a fuck about now one of them niggas. I ain't put up it in a traditional sense. I was just vexed, right? My spirit groaned at it. That nigga probably got 25 years without 25 years of life. But yeah, when he slapped that nigga can't do shit. Because the spirit went in him. So when you go into the spirit of Christ, yeah, when you look it up in Revelation 19, that's a heavy definition that animates the body. So as the spirit of prophecy go forth, what happens? You see the kings of the earth get stirred up, right? You see the missiles get designed. See? So the body is animated now. Yep, come on.
It says, fist about, shut in.
Right, shut in. If I shut you in, I mean I got the control of you. So when you go through that maze, then you say, oh shit, I didn't want to go here, I need to go back. Nope, you can't go back, you shut in. Matter of fact, give me real quick on Job. I want to say that's Job 10 and 11. Oh, come, beautiful. Oh, that's a heavy account. That's a foreshadowing of the elect. Because I think it was 4, right? So it was mercy.
Yep, 4.
Yeah, the 4 lepers. Hey, that's cold, bro. Yahweh Shai is a passionate, he got passion like a leper. Remember he healed those, the blind men? I think it was 1, 2, like, was it 10 lepers? He told him, yeah. I think he told him not to say something, and they went right off and said something. That's us. Because these are secrets that we can't keep secret. We the lepers, man. We coming out and proclaiming to the world, right? This milk, we got our sight, so we telling everybody, we can see. It's the destruction coming. And people are telling us to shut up, man. But Yahweh Shai said even these stones will start speaking, right? So that's even somewhat like a foreshadowing of us.
We in the straight too, you know. We in the straight because we can't turn back, or else we get the sword. So we in the straight to keep telling, even though they telling us to quiet down and all that. Our job, our obligation is to keep going. We in the straight, we in the bond. We, prisoners are hope. Change the darkness. We in the straights too. We gotta keep this word going out.
We're like fetters. Talk about now being under fetters.
Yep. Yep. Come on. Oh yeah.
God, this is the book of Job, chapter 11, verse 10. It reads, "If he cut off and shut up or gather together, then who can hinder him?"
See that? So the Most High, he cuts off, he shut up, and he delivers, so he can take you out of the maze. Or he can lead you. Oh, Scripture said, "Lead me not into temptation." It's like lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. So that's saying that there's a power that has a mastery over your faith. See? So these people who are going to be destroyed, the Lord led them. Those who are going to be delivered, the Lord, he altered your path, and he set you off on a course that leads to Yahweh Shai. And we can say this boldly with confidence. This the path, man. This that path. You just have to continue. You stay in fear. You can never say, "Hey, I'm like Fat Nasty, man." Right, man. Yeah, man, it's a missile problem with that thing. I would be dead. Probably actually named Fat Nasty, written in Arabic.
This is shaped like a nugget.
With a dens and teeth. This the path, man. Scripture say what? You got to go to the end. So that keeps that fear in us. Now we got to continue, man. See? All right, come on. Let's get on that.
It's Isaiah chapter 19.
There's more on that definition. Okay.
Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 2. It says,
Beautiful.
"And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians."
So they can't do nothing. They hedge. They can't do nothing to stop that friction, that tension in the air. Right? Bumping heads with their neighbors. They can't stop that, man. Because they hedge. The Most High have them in his clutches. So like, see? Come on.
"And they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor.
Yep.
City against city."
See, Yahweh Shai said that. See that? So it's going to be city against city, right? Come on.
"And kingdom against kingdom."
And that's the same thing. So you have the kingdom, the physical kingdom, they got their flags, right? they had the Olympics and represent. Then you got the city, because the city, you know what? Let's see what city give you right now. Because the people is a city too, before it's a place. That's why you considered a citizen. So hey, that's the best thing, man. You got these two motherfuckers bumping heads, right? So they definitely gonna cancel each other out. See? And the Lord can make the missiles go off. Nobody ever considers that either. Like the Lord can make the missiles go off because they already here now. I think it's a scripture that say that, where he said he'll knock the arrows out their hand. Or we went into that too, how the earth scrapped through the spirit. They let you know this the time of Esau. Because those missiles are nothing more than huge bullets. So now everybody's scrapped. Niggas aunties, you know. That's why in the spirit that's why we get it now. Yahweh Shai, even when Yahweh Shai says do thine enemy, that can even spill over to the 2/3 too. The Lord, right? The Lord said, yeah, be as wise as serpents and harmless as doves. You get in the argument with a butch auntie, all that energy, man. That bitch got one earring. Right, yeah. I was thinking more so like a loop. That bitch like Mr. T. Everybody scrapped, man. And they can't wait because they under Esau. They are of their father, the devil. So when you equate that, right, even when you look at the planet Earth is scrapped. The planet Earth got missiles, it got bullets. That's crazy when you think about it.
Maybe they even coming out the water.
Yeah. The Earth scrapped to a T. The Earth got an arsenal of, like the elder said, the water, the air. Yep. So the Earth got to be, because the Earth got to be, it's going to be like a shock. You know, you can shock something. Somebody get that too in Isaiah, I want to say that Isaiah 24, around the 19th verse. Speaks of how the earth was shaken. I think one of the words that exceedingly.
Look at Isaiah chapter 24, verse 19, it reads, the earth is utterly broken down.
Right, so the earth got to be broken down before what? It can be built back up. So even the earth in the worst case scenario. See? You can't trust the earth. Like if you was to plant some seeds, it's already defiled. You got to have a village somewhere, man.
Right.
There got to be a village. And it got to be somewhere off the remote. Never heard of it. Right. Chemtrails then penetrated that some kind of way.
Air particles.
Yeah, air particles.
Well, fucked up.
Cigarette smoke. The nigga smoke travel from the 50s. That shit's still in the air, man. Because it can't go nowhere. But that shit went. It didn't break down.
That's true, though.
So this devil got to go. The earth got to be broken down. See? Yeah, that's a lot of smoke. That nigga from back in the 50s. The Twilight Zone nigga. They used to be able to smoke in restaurants and shit. A nigga and the doctor offered you the cigarette, man. That's why this man, get a cigarette from the doctor.
Them advertisements used to have, back in the day, they used to have doctor recommended on the cigarette.
They used to promote the taste too. It tastes good, you know. Man, if that ain't the devil, if that so-called white man ain't the fucking destroyer, man, who is he, man? Because you got to be awoke to say, hold up, man, that cigarette shit way off. Like in blacks and all that shit, that shit way the fuck off, man. Who would create such a thing and push that in the earth, right? That's crazy.
Still legal.
Yeah. Thank you.
That nigga said, now he saying it can cause cancer. And, but we sell it to you for $12 a box.
See that shit, man? And that barcode condemn you, because that means it's coming from somewhere. Or that's why the scriptures say, the Lord don't only hate the wicked, but is that Wisdom of Solomon 14? Yep, that's one, yep. The ungodly and his ungodly. So if it's a stench, that's coming. You start looking for who is it, man. You know what I'm saying? So them barcodes that condemn you, nigga, it's not like it's a cigarette popped up somewhere. That shit went through the tedious operation of being manufactured and set up and put in stores and boxed. Then they'll have commercials and shit.
Right.
I think they just now recently stopped cigarette commercials. That was heavy back then. Camel, right?
They used to keep it on. They had to make a law not to advertise below a certain height, because the cigarette companies found out if I get a 14-year-old to start smoking, that's a longer customer. If I get a 12-year-old, so they used to have the advertisements about this high. So you go into the supermarket,
right there by the candy.
Yeah,
right.
The kids looking at the cigarette.
Right.
Now they sell sweatsuit, they got a whole Newport jumpsuit. Instead of the commercial, niggas they go
Got the jacket, yeah.
When we growing up, they had cigarette candy.
Yep. That's because they made you look manly. Like Clint Eastwood, you know?
Right.
Then they promoted even like Pac, you know what I'm saying? Like NBA Youngboy now, the nigga talking to you with a cigarette.
And that shit is come wrapped like a Black and Mild too, that old cigarette can.
Oh yeah. And they had what you could make your own, like you could roll it like a blunt.
Exactly.
Yeah, they would pay Clint Eastwood in them.
Oh yeah.
To have them in them.
Right.
There was commercials in the movies.
Right. Nigga got a cowboy hat.
Right.
Real? Yeah.
Look tough.
Right.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Yes.
It's not where and who
It's
is
not where and who is it? You waiting on something after cigarettes to happen? Right? Like you waiting on something to get worse than that, nigga? We saw cigarettes draw people up.
Yes.
They die, they lungs.
Oh, damn, you remember the commercial with the guy? And they'll have a little device, they'll put it up to their neck.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nigga got a hole.
Yeah, you got a hole in your. Hey, matter of fact, I remember a cat. Real shit in the neighborhood I grew up at. The bitch had a goddamn, he had a hole in his neck, and you can take the shit and twist it in his neck. And that's the best way he can breathe because his lungs were so fucked up. And he's a you know what I'm saying? But the commercial. Edomite used to put the shit up to their neck, you know what I'm saying, to warn you about, I can't remember what they used to say, but they used to warn you about the cigarettes. So like the elder said, man, that's fucked up, man, just when you think about it, right?
Yeah, you waiting on something. You waiting on somebody with a pitchfork.
Exactly.
Nigga, meanwhile, you don't see how many people died under this man's watch unnaturally?
Right.
Cancer.
We even tell you where crack came from.
Oh yeah.
With heroin.
Right. And them devils, that's an example of them putting the Bible to their name. They came out with the crack, war on crack.
Yeah.
You niggas put it there, man.
Reagan's.
Yep, the Reagan.
That's Reagan and
And there's always a war on something.
Always
war on
a
drugs. War on COVID. War on bully. That's what you know, that Esau, the time of war, man. Because if it went, you wouldn't have to go to war, nigga, if it went, right? Right, if I went in the time of, right, if I went in what would you call it, the temperature, nigga, if you in the hood, then you should be at war. So you done created a setting where, nigga, you damn right there's a war on everything. The world is a ghetto. Right. Yeah? Yeah, come on. Yeah, let's get these precepts here.
Isaiah 24:5. It said the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
Right, start at the top.
Isaiah 24:1. Behold, the Lord, Yahweh Shai, maketh the earth empty,
Right, that's dealing with really America. And that's not like the earth gonna just be destroyed. The main focus is gonna be America. America gonna be empty, because right now it's what? It's inhabited. This is a land of habitation. What's that? Joel, second chapter, the land, that's the land of Eden.
That's it.
Right? So the Lord gonna empty it. Come on.
And making it waste,
See?
and turning it upside down, and scatter abroad the inhabitants thereof.
Mhm.
And it shall be as
Oh, it was the United States. Right? Now it's gonna be scattered.
and it shall be as with the people, so with the priest, as with the servant, so with his master, as with the maid, so with her mistress, as with the buyer, so with the seller, as with the lender, so with the borrower, as with the taker of usury, so with the giver of usury to him.
Right, anybody get it. Everybody gonna get it, man. Unless you hedged by your house side, covered by that blood, you're gonna be destroyed, man. Come on.
The land shall be utterly empty
See?
and utterly spoiled, for the Lord Yahweh Shai has spoken his word.
Right, the prophecies that went forth. So now what's next? The destruction, man. That's Joel the second chapter as well. He shall utter his voice before his army. Come on.
The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away.
Man, that's America, man. We just going into it. Cigarettes. That's the earth fading away. And the earth is compiled with inhabitants. So you people fading away, man. See? And again, what you waiting on, right, to support the fact that the devil is not the so-called white man? What you waiting on? So after you die? When nigga come back and say, man, I was in hell 24 hours and I saw Biggie. It was the fucking dyke bitch who said that shit, man. I saw Biggie in the coochie sweater. Right, go ahead. And you know, if you hear, you got to be in the right spirit, because you go listen to them videos, right? We good, right? We can go watch it because we rooted and grounded. If we went to live, like you go watch a nigga testimony, right? Because people be attention whore. Everybody ain't built the same. Shit motherfuckers do, you motherfucker be an attention whore. Be like, okay, man, I'm gonna come up with some shit. That nigga crying shit, man. Talking about grandma.
I had to see.
Right. Right, that's it. You should question his testimony right there, man. Right. You should be scatterfied, nigga, like that, right. Scatterfied in brimstone. Yep, come on.
He said the earth watered and faded away. The world languished and faded away.
Oh, we mentioned the earth mourning, man. That's on all fronts. If you want to plant something, the earth through, man. See? And the people of earth, because you made up of earth. You made of clay. So the earth, all these people, everybody born. Come on.
It says the world languished and faded away. All the people of the earth do languish.
Now the scripture going into detail. It's intentional. There's a reason behind the earth being in this condition, because of the haughty people, man. Who the haughty people is? The so-called white man. And his subjects. Come on.
The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
There you go. So the earth ain't just defiled. No, it's defiled under the inhabitants thereof. Under the so-called white man. Again, you got cigarettes in the earth. They already mentioned crack, cocaine, you know, even liquor or whatever. None of it really, because they added, right? There's nothing wrong with, like, you know, drinking your young and shit, but they added, right, yeah, exactly, man. See? Like if we have a filter, we filter that wine, there's all type of metals in it.
Right.
And really, that's swords. Those are swords. Yep. Cutting you up, man. Oh, you see that? Yeah. Yep. You supposed to be getting that to him, you know. You're wine to him who is drinking. Strong drink. Yep.
Now you see them upset, you know what I mean?
Right. You got to send up a prayer when you drink wine.
Glass of wine is good for your heart.
Yeah, oh yeah, good for your heart.
Good for your heart. One glass a day.
But Esau through that, now we got to watch everything, right? You trying to kill your ass through that depopulation. Said glass of wine, you know what I mean? Meanwhile, you got to remember who name on it. Like when you imagine, right? That fucking barcode go back to the devil, man. Esau, he the one sending it out. So we're in a crazy situation where we need Yahweh Shai. And it's an interest that's so small, so only a few will find it. It's like, you know, you're trying to get into a doctor's office. Everybody ain't gonna make it in, man. We happy to be here, man. Right? To be recentered. Yep, come on. What's it like you to read?
It says the earth also is devoured under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws.
See that? They don't keep the laws, man. Because the earth, the manual and blueprint to govern over the earth is the laws. Let them go on. Right over there. Yeah, oh, this here, man.
They might double up.
They ain't got to come back out no more. Right, that's an example, man. Women, you know, riding around, you know, barely on motorcycle, playing party games. Did the bitch take off all the makeup and shit? It's new, man. That's America.
That was the story for horse in the ancient world.
Yep. And you think about it, that's America. Really, that makeup is like the media. What, you know, the perception of how it's going. Then, right, we're in a time now with the veil being pulled off. That's like makeup. So you got alternative news outlets that tell you what's really going on. Prophets. And you're like, this bitch, oh shit. I gotta get out of here, man. Yep, come on.
God, it says, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore, have the curse devoured the earth.
Hey, Salaki, it say, again, let's go back to the change, not keeping the law. When you consider what you're supposed to eat, man. Right? You consider how this system is designed, it's really built on adultery. That's why Yahweh Shai said this is an adulterous generation. That's dealing with, right, all of us, because we all committed adultery under this man. Watch. He set up a scene where you had to commit adultery. So that proved that this is the valley of the shadow of death, where you need Yahweh Shai's deliverance. They set up a scene where you offend the Most High. So everybody really committed adultery. And let's say I'm a virgin, I ain't nothing. But you looked at somebody, man. You looked at somebody's wife and you desired her. And see the so-called white man make it, well, okay, no, that's really the rite of passage. I saw a nigga talking about this nigga, y'all just talking about Raw Cardi B, but the guy Offset, it was this nigga, maybe y'all saw the interview, he said you gotta keep Offset what's around you, man. He tried to get your woman, you know, he was getting, yeah, he said the nigga persistent, the nigga angle himself, that's his fault. See?
He's in that circle and he can put it this way. It's the reason why he's still at the top and the other ones that fell off to the wayside, man. Because he's a part of that circle, man. He's with that. He's in that spirit.
Yeah, niggas like, man, I popped your one, I popped your women when you were with her, nigga, you know.
Yeah, that's sick. Yeah, that's sick.
I actually saw a nigga argue that was a nigga stance.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah, like, okay, no, nigga, well, yeah, you popped my bitch, but I went with her. But nigga, I popped your bitch. I think it was, yeah, Chris Brown, that's it. one of them, I think one of them rap niggas.
That's a fact too.
That's really, that's what it is. Yeah, it was.
I mean, they showed you that the groove off the thug love.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
They say the definition of offset, the amount of distance by which something is out of line.
Damn. That's crazy.
Dang. I mean,
Bitch ass nigga out of Hey. Yeah. So that's what's pushed, man. Really, like, that's a rite of passage. You know, that's like a nigga hold that up and laud it as a trophy, I call it, you know? But the so-called white man created that scene. See? That's why it's the land of darkness. Nobody schooled us that, oh no, you ain't supposed to, that's somebody else one, you know? Or when you had sex with that woman, she was already popped. That was adultery. See, and it ain't like the Lord gonna say, well, no, you didn't know. That was one of the, that was one of the offenses that you didn't know. The Lord stripped you from wisdom, so now you can be killed. That's why you need your house shot. You can't really even say, I ain't know. Okay, that's the offense. That's the Lord said. That's the point. You ain't know. I took wisdom from you. So now you set off on a crash course to be put to death. And the only ones who will be delivered from such a scene will be those who was who believe your house shot back then. What's that, Matthew 13? Right. He who already have, will have abundance. Yep, come on. Yeah.
Job 10, in verse 21, it said, before I go whence, I shall not return, even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death. A land of darkness is darkness itself, and or the shadow of death, without any order, for the light is as darkness.
Like the elder was saying, man, you know, we was never taught, you know, that, hey man, that's the wrong way to go. You know, this is the matter of fact, this is the way the Lord set it up. This is what we should follow. No, these niggas following darkness, man, and take it as light, man. That's the whole philosophy in America, man. That's the whole way of America, man. That shit really pisses you off, man. That's why this place got to go, man. You know?
From the head, the accuser of the brother, you know? He set up certain scenarios that had you accused to the Father. That's why we really need mercy from Yahweh Shah, man. You know? He's hard. Because he set those scenarios up for you to be in the region with your power. You know?
Oh, they go through their left hand and say, look at them. Like the warlocks. They say, see, look at them. They channel, they know about the Most High. Oh, they show you that in that Indiana Jones, that Raiders of the Lost Ark, where the guy said, this is a radio to communicate with God, you know? We're talking about the Ark. So they know about how to communicate. They know about the name of the Most High, man. See, so what they do, they blame us. That's why the Lord said, look, if the ordinance cease before me, then I'll put them on. Because it's like court. We in court. You got the plaintiff and you got the defendant. We the plaintiff. We the one making the complaint. Then you got the defendant both making their cases to the Most High. So he's doing it under him.
So like, that's what Esau do now, man. He'll Jake get shot in the street, then he gonna say, well, did he do drugs?
Right.
You know, he bring up all those things that happened to the victim, but you ain't talking about the one who did the damn shooting, man.
Right. Yeah, they run down his jacket. Yeah, he was a gang, he was a crip.
making the case.
Yeah. Right. Yep, come on.
Yeah, I got one for you. This is Ecclesiastes, this is Rock 23. I'm gonna start at 1. The point is at 4. That the other is going into. It says a prayer for grace to flee sin. It says, O Lord, Father and Governor of all my whole life, lead me not to their counsels and let me not fall by them. That's what the elders is going into. But Esau really is in a situation where he can push for How about you out shop and get he set snares and traps to constantly have him in the wall. He can go to the side and use us. Right? He says, who will set scourges over my thoughts and the discipline of wisdom over my heart, that they spare, and that's the Most High. It says that they spare me not for my ignorance, and it pass not by my sin. Lest my ignorances increase and my sins abound to my destruction.
Like the galaxy, how about you now? Stuck in the valley of the shadow of death. You know?
Continuing, it says, lest my ignorances increase and my sins abound to my destruction, and I fall before my adversaries, and my enemies rejoice over me, whose hope is far from thy mercy.
Oh, if I may, that's at Judah 5, man. You know, if it found iniquity in this nation, you know, you can take them. You know, but if no iniquity is going to be found, you better pass by for you be made an example before the whole earth. You know, and Esau is getting ready to be made an example before the whole earth on how not to run a kingdom, man. You know.
It says, "O Lord, Father and power of my life, give me not a proud look, but turn away from thy servants always a haughty mind."
Yeah, my main truth, right? Because that discourages you from coming into the truth. When if you got a proud look, right? Then what's the last one I said?
It says it's a little bit more to it.
Oh, haughty mind.
Yeah, haughty mind.
Right. So that means what? You're not willing to be taught. So the Lord equipped us with that energy, right? Where we wouldn't have a haughty mind. We heard the apostles and the men that came under, you learned the truth from, and you didn't challenge it. That would have been a haughty mind. Hold up, no, man. We all think. See, so the Lord created us to set the scene. So when you get here, you'll be willing to be taught, which serve as the bridge to your salvation.
You mentioned it before that that's that humbling way entry point, that entrance, like the camel that got to bow down to get to the. That's his filter for those that can't bow down. For those basically for niggas.
Yeah.
You know, for niggas that can't go correct, the right way, the proper way, which humility is the proper way. The word humble basically means to the ground. You know, gives off a crouching down aspect, and this is, you know, I think the scripture that bow the head, right, bow down the head. So everything about this truth, in order to get it, you got to come through that entrance way, which is the humble, the lowly, the low down, you know, the strict way.
The scripture say humble is a mind. You can appear humble, right? But you just can't get it. Then what we gonna do with you? Just like have you around? Because you soft stuff? No, you can't truly come in unless you got humbleness of mind. That means you willing to say, you know what, I don't know nothing, man. Right? Teach me. Oh, the Ethiopian eunuch. Right? So come on, we have some more.
I got something real quick.
Yeah, come on, we're gonna go around, no brother.
Just going back to that being proud.
You might have to tap the shoulder.
So Ecclesiastes 10 and verse 12 it reads, the beginning of pride is the pride of the Most High, and his heart is turned away from his maker. You know, I just going back to you mentioned being humble. That's the only way the Lord is gonna accept you. You know, having that characteristic of pride is gonna be blocked from the understanding of Yahweh Shemel Shah. You know, as you mentioned that counter to that eye. That's the only way to enter. You gotta bow down.
A stretch forth neck can't do that. Right. But even you guys who learned from us and then now you teach them different, that's an act of pride. That's really pride. Like somebody set up a lodge for you, nigga, you were homeless. And you come to your Timberlands up, right? You ain't appreciative, man. On the couch.
Not a mercy. Not a mercy.
Oh yeah. That's them niggas like that. That's offensive, man. Cause you supposed to be like, you know, they let me in the feast. Yeah, you in the feast reaching over shit. Man, y'all need some hot sauce, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all saying hot sauce?
Yeah. Right, that you know what you're doing? You questioning the feast itself. Yeah. The Lord said you can't add or diminish to him. You can't add to him or diminish him. So you don't need to bring no hot sauce. Just eat what's before you. That's what simple niggas do, man. Then when you escort it out, you reach back talking shit. All right, homie. Fucking nigga, man.
You a one-star rating.
Right,
He really one-star
Nigga make it in there. Yeah, that's what they do. Go back and do ratings. My experience with man, it's horrible, man.
You do this now, like they give you a track record of the people that make those complaints too. So you click on these.
Right. Oh, when you see the nigga profile picking some nigga hat like T.I., you already he bullshit. Yeah, disregard him.
I think that what happened to that boy who was trying the pieces out and shit. And nigga walked to before he even got to the door. I was like, no, go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? See, he already knew. Once he come, he gonna fuck it up.
Yeah, we see that at times. Like if a nigga come with a kufi, it's more than likely we gonna say no, man. Yep.
They can review GMS. They can.
Oh man. Oh boy.
0.5 stars.
Oh
man.
man. How do you review this camp? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, how was your experience?
Yeah, how was yours? Yeah.
Because the nigga with the kufi, he ain't gonna bow down. He ain't gonna say, well, hold up, you know what? I didn't know. I thought I knew.
Right.
See? So he can't come in. That's why that prayer from King David, it only benefited certain spirits, right? Give me not a haughty mind. Because it would be the perfect weapon, if you will, attribute to have in a time like this. Yeah, come on.
Verse 5, back in Sirach, Ecclesiastes 23, verse 5, it says, turn away from me vain hope.
Yep.
And conspicuously,
So that word, so what might you click on that? Yeah, since it was tongue twister. Hey, brother got somebody you have one?
Yeah, Proverbs 22:6 says, train up a child in the way he should go. When he is old, he will not depart from it. Pretty much Jason, overall, we grew up in America under the influence of these
Right.
We're a political philosophy, so when it comes to this truth, it requires putting out the old man, the old thoughts,
Right.
and putting on the new man. That's why Yahweh Shalom told Nicodemus, except the man be born again, you should not see the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta humble yourself.
Right.
Come under your Lord.
Because the baby home.
Oh yeah, that entryway through the canal is small too.
Yeah. Oh damn.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Going into that point how humbling down and you know.
Yeah.
But on the other side of it is life.
Right.
And you have to be broke down to a baby and go through that.
That's why Nicodemus, how can I?
Nicodemus. And Nicodemus was they say he was a ruler, right? A ruler of the people that go back to a leader. He thought he knew something. He encountered Yahweh Shai by night. The light was Yahweh Shai on the roof, you know? And he said too, right, when you go into that, he said, look, they can't see the kingdom, meaning what? They can't get this truth. Because Jake don't see the kingdom. 2/3 don't see the kingdom. So when he said, look, lest you be born again, you can't see the kingdom. That means when you get here, you ain't gonna be able to see what we see. You can't see the kingdom unless you're born again, unless you regurgitate that bullshit. Because you know what you're gonna do, you're gonna incorporate that bullshit. You're incorporating the frat, right? You're in a college fraternity. See, that's because you weren't really born again.
That's what they call it, incorporated.
Yeah, incorporated. Yeah, Alpha incorporated. Fuck, man, that shit give me wisdom. I hate that money shit, man. And they be all they spirit be into it.
They proud as fuck.
Fucking proud.
That's a proud motherfucker.
Uppity faggot.
So it's an uppity faggot, yeah. Oh well, we just had a guy that got dismissed over the weekend. Come to find out, he was still with that frack shit. Yeah, man. Coming around acting homeless and shit, he was still with frack. Oh yeah. Well, the Apostle Hot said you gotta burn that shit. You come in here and you in that frat, you gotta burn that shit, man. You can't have your tag with the frat on it. You got a fucking key ring with your frat. Right, yeah. You markers too, you know what I'm saying? Right, yeah. Yeah, because they go back to in the Greeks. Right, yeah, exactly.
And it's in Maccabees, it says they honor the ways of the Greeks more than the ways of the Paul.
Yeah, see that?
Niggas in the same spirit like that today.
Yep, and that's why the Lord, that's one of the things the Lord really didn't quote. He called it Greeks.
Yeah,
so you can't, real. Because it's a heavy spirit. It's a heavy, right? It wasn't a mystery. He called it Greeks. And them dudes, because it really go back to that Mason shit too. All the fraternities, they stem from that Mason shit. They got the same ways they come in, right? Initiation.
Get humiliated.
Crossover.
That's what these black Greeks is what's keeping Jake back now.
Oh yeah.
You got all of the love and hip hop, all of that surface and that started to shaking his pipe, man. Them black Greek levels.
That nigga Shaq, I hope that nigga's like a Hamite.
I'm talking this nigga right now.
That nigga like a Hamite. He might be, man. Might be out of Goliath, one of Goliath's 5 brothers. Lord send that nigga back. Right. He better, man, because you ain't come out, I'm gonna fuck you up in the kingdom, man. You better hope you're an Israelite. Because what I hate about that nigga, he promote folly, man.
Big as he is.
Yeah.
He be moving and shit.
Right.
Up, man.
Yeah. Right, he commanded the attention of the room. Then he was silent, man. That shit is really, to be honest with you, that's offensive to men of wisdom. Like folly offensive, man. Right.
You got it right, man. He come off as this serious, real austere guy. Not to mention his size. Like the elder said, he'll fucking bust out and start doing.
Yeah, but what I'm gonna tell mainly he do it be for advertising. So he show you that he's really selling out.
Yeah, especially that car insurance.
Right,
shit.
car insurance.
Yeah, man.
Selling shampoo or something.
That's another one. That's another one.
Right. So he's saying, look, I'm gonna degrade myself and be a degenerate because of money, man.
Exactly what he's doing.
I got some real quick.
Come on.
It's the book of Proverbs 15 in verse 21. It says, folly is joy to him that is death to the wisdom.
That's that boy. That's that boy, man. That's why even when he was a ball player, they call it instead of fooling around, they call it shacking the fool.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because he's destitute of wisdom, man. Big ass nigga, man. I'm talking about big ass. Go ahead.
Done. It says.
Get on
It says, folly is a joy to him that is destitute of wisdom, but a man of understanding walketh upright.
Yeah, that's why the elder said, I hate that motherfucker, man. Because he's the opposite of what we are, man. We glory in wisdom, understanding. This guy here glory in folly, man. Shacking a fool, man. What kind of shit is that, man? You doing all big ass motherfucking clown. Guess what you is? You're a big ass clown. For Esau, because like the elder said, if you look at it, damn, that's a good point. If you look at it, your whole rally on acting a fool is for money, man. Selling out for money. Other than that, you so serious. You know what I'm saying? Like you just on some level.
Because he got a degree, I went to the little shoes.
Yeah.
Who cares, nigga, that you got your degree? Big deal. You a fool. You put on the track.
Oh, he one of them Greeks too. He
hell yeah.
He pushed that shit hard.
Yeah, Q-Dog.
But a lot of them dudes up there, it's like I work in the office second with Jake now, man. Like all of you lettered niggas, man. You faggots, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you a bundle. Hey man,
Bundle of
sticks.
A pack of British cigarettes.
Yeah, British cigarette.
Burnt cigarettes. But they'll oppress Jake in the office and then go suck and jive for Esau. I can't stand it. To the point it's like you damn near want to quit every day.
You know what I mean? That's the way of passage for the black man in this world. You gotta go in one of those Greek societies in order to be successful.
Unless you would deal with trouble, man. Unless you did go through that passage, you're gonna deal with trouble. You know? But I got something real quick.
Well, if I may too, right, there's no coincidence that fraternity go back to brotherhood. So the Lord got a brotherhood, the true brotherhood set up, and you got these guys a part of which they brotherhood, them niggas not brothers, man. They'll scheme on their woman or their brother's woman. Right, yeah.
They might get a couple niggas suffer bad.
Oh yeah. Yep, come on.
Cause this Ecclesiastes chapter 10 verse 5, it says there's an evil which I have seen under the sun, as an error which proceeded from the ruler. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place. So I may even look at our people, so-called leaders, a lot of people are fucking entertainers, man. Nigga, fucking jesters. From the NBA to the acting world, you know, there is no Jake in the sense that you perceive as a solemn leader. You know,
Man of wisdom.
a man of wisdom. Because even now, back then, say the shit got worse. At least you had black clergy leaders. Even though they was always in the sense they was those spiritual advisors. You know, they was somehow connected with God. But now, jackass.
Jesse Leo. They got a church set up in Collinsville. You know, they can go and they can be galvanized.
But now niggas listen to Roger B. Henson or whoever. You know, those are the leaders of the words that our people is gonna lean to now, man. You know, Dave Chappelle, you mentioned earlier, Shaq. A nigga say something and they gonna clean too. That's another one. I hope he'll eat a bite. I hope that nigga a Hamite, man.
The
elders brought out years ago about that boule. It's like the top masonry, Freemasonry of Jakes. And the image or they symbol is a lion with his hand over a jar. And inside the jar is like light. Inside the jar is stars. So it's symbolic of like they the gatekeeper. That's what they do. You know, Jake try to blow up, or Jake, intelligent Jake out the hood or whatever, he coming up and, you know, they gatekeeper. So they break him, you know, he got to sell out or he got to do something nasty. Something sick in order for them to have something on you. So now when you climb up the ranks now, they can, because there's certain things that they can't let out to Jake as a whole. There it is, we give them freely, but their whole motto is to hide things. Unless you get popped, you don't get to, you know, excel. And that's the same thing these fucking colleges do, you know, with the Greeks, man.
That's why the God of this world have blinded them, man. They all under the influence of this devil, man. And that's why it really blocks them from coming in, man. Because it's something that Esau that's in them that's going to prevent them from fully committing to Yahweh Shah, because really their love for Esau, man. You know?
Choose this day. So subconsciously they choose what Esau name. Come on.
Ecclesiastes 7:7. It says, surely oppression maketh the wise man mad, and a gift destroys the heart.
Yep.
If I may say, guilt destroying the heart, and that's what these people they pretty much because how this world said a nigga think he free. You know the deception of Esau. That's why they don't really want the kingdom, man. They really think this the kingdom to them, man.
Yep.
You know, and we see that world press. We see that this is a sick world. All our senses are being attacked. You know, it's a new stench you come across. You know, you see something abominable. Some don't taste right. Just everything on all levels is fucking vexing here, man. You know, but everyone else they don't have those 6 and 7 cents. You know, they just moving like bees. They going by their date, man. You know?
If I may, it said make them angry too, right? So, yeah, that's the contrast. You got these niggas in folly. You know, y'all was missing Shaq. And then you got us, we angry. Why? Because we're in a position of captivity, man. You see? You know, just like the Maccabees, those who joined, right? Because, you know, what was they complaint since we let off from the heathen, right? They pretty much sorrow, right? So they cleave to this kingdom versus us, man. We detached, you know, and that makes you an oppositional force. So if you got an opposition, you ain't happy with them, you mad with them. And so that was it. We'll say, Father is sick. Yeah, let me read that one more time.
God.
That's talking about America and its perfection, man. TikTok videos, pranks, right? Everything that they lay out as light, you know, we mentioned. What a light is as darkness. Come on, man. Everything that they present to you is folly fueled. Yes. See? And it's really set up to keep you at bay.
Right. Bread and circle.
Yeah, bread and circle.
We are those wise men that are mad. We're mad and we made a distinctive move to separate ourselves because we're falling after the path of Yahweh Shai, his enlightenment, we begin to shine. Why? Because we're not in the filth anymore. So we can clearly see that Shaq's a fool, man. This guy right there, he's an agent. Why? Because the Lord has made that separation. We can clearly see and understand because of wisdom. But yeah, that was it.
Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 6 again, it reads, folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place.
Right, so now you're looking at category. Right, a person who got status in this world is based upon them being in the spirit of folly. And you can be a serious, right? You can come on serious, but soon you drop your first bar, that's the folly. Right, you serious, right? But whenever you get into your business, it represents silence, right? See? But in that, you sit in a high place in the world. Versus, you know, us, man, we at the bottom. You know, we're not reverenced. We looked at it as the basis of men, in a sense. Because scripture say the Lord set up the basis of men. You know, that happened with Esau. But now it's about to happen with us. But the scripture said the Lord chose what? The base thing, right? To confound the wise. And the wise of this world is what? Folly, man. So somebody come up, whenever you come up against this, what we publish through the Spirit, it's found to be folly. It could be a good point, right? In the sense of this world. We got a game plan, we're gonna get a center, we're gonna put a basketball goal, we're gonna feed the home. Guess what? That's shit folly, man. It has nothing to do with the will of the Most High. All right, come on, let's get that real quick.
St. James chapter 2 and verse 2. So if there come unto your assembly a man with a gold ring and goodly apparel, and there come in also a poor man in vile raiment.
Right, that's us, man. That's the wise. What's that vile raiment? The doctrine we represent. Come on.
And ye have respect to him that weareth the gay clothing, and say unto him, sit down here in a good place.
Right, so he was in a high place. Father said, "Well, great day." Come on.
And say to the poor, stand out there, or sit here under my footstool.
Meaning what? You filed us off, you got us in a certain category, under you. You look at us then beneath you. Come on.
Are ye not then partial in yourselves?
See that? So really, when it comes to Israel, the Lord set up a bunch of it's different outlets. That's why discernment is most preferred. Right? He who chose the white stone, the pearl, and the great diamond. So the Lord set up a scene where you got all these different avenues. Right? You can subscribe to, one of these conscious dudes, or you could just be a nigga who and skilled in rap music. Right? You might say quote from Pop. Like in rebuttal, right? We just saw that.
Hell yeah.
Going to the school, we said only God can judge. See? And that's a doctrine that so you told Pop to sit up here, and you told us to sit down here. See? So you gotta have a keen discernment to say, oh, hold on, he poor, but he got the truth. And I gotta overlook the flesh. And I gotta, on top of it, I gotta bow to him, man. And you ain't gonna have no problem with it. We ain't got no problem with that. Oh, no, the apostles right, the men over, they right, we ain't no shit. That's the only way the Lord can deal with you. Right, so they really came back full circle. Come on.
And are because
Let's read this real quick.
Pretty much back up that scripture, Psalm 13:23. When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue. And look, when he saith, they extol it to the clouds.
Yeah, man, that shit vexing. A nigga stumbling about, you know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? Them niggas sit down and listen to that nigga. Right, yeah. That's a fixture of a crime scene. Crime victim.
You see just two on the camera, just both of them be pulling out.
Yeah, somehow. Yeah, you called it a dead body. Yeah.
God, it says, I'm gonna read it again. So Rock 13 in verse 22, it said, when a rich man is, it's like verse 23, when a rich man speaketh, every man hold of his tongue, and look, when he saith, they extol it to the clouds. But if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? And what if he stopped? It's like, if he stopped, they will help to overthrow him. I made even the poor man said, what fellow is this? Like, the status ain't high enough.
Right.
Who are you?
Right.
Your school ain't big enough, you ain't got no members. They don't meet up to par according to this word. So that's why they're going to ultimately just dismiss everything that you come to bring forth. Even though it's the truth.
Come on.
Just to bag out up. This is the book of Sirach 4, verse 8. It says, let it not grieve thee to bow down thine ear to the poor, and give him a friendly answer with meekness. And if I may, just going back into the points that we begin on, man, because again, just because we ain't got a podcast where everybody just talking shit on them, you think we don't know what we're talking about, man. But that's a big thing too to fulfill Ezekiel the 33rd chapter, man.
Yep.
Because the ones that's grieved with the teachers of Yahweh Shah, you're going to be grieved with our salvation. You know?
Yep.
we fools are counting him as mad.
Right, yep.
His end to be without money.
Matthew 13 and 16. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. Going to that word, ears, it says metaphor, but the faculty of perceiving with the mind, the faculty of understanding and knowing. As the elder was mentioning, you know, taking heed to this word is the Lord opening up your ears, your spiritual ears, your mind, that you can understand. not into this truth, they really into the world, no matter what facet of greed, you know, or you want to be a lawyer.
Right.
That's right. Many lanes.
Many lanes.
And if I make the elder mention maze earlier, a maze is many ways, but only one way that's correct. It's thousands of tracks in a maze. That's how it's designed. You know?
Dead ends.
It's all kind of dead end. And the scripture talk about that, like let's say a man think that his way is gonna be
There's a way to see
devices.
right into a man.
right in his own eyes. But the end of that man is
On the flip side, it say, mark the perfect man, right? And follow him, for the end of that man is peace. So we following, right? Yeah. Following Yahweh's side, every man in his order. Right? As it read in 2 Corinthians 15, and we following the end of this, right, exhibition, if you will, the end of this trip is peace, man. Which is really Yahweh's side. Right? That's what you're gonna need. When the missiles hit, you're gonna need peace, man. Be found in peace with Yahweh's side. All right, so come on, we got something like that? Yeah, come on.
It's Isaiah 9:16 NLT. It says, for the leaders of the people have misled them.
They're dealing with the leaders of this people on the side, so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American. So they lead you, but they mislead you. Right? That's going to lead to a shortage of food, power, outages. Destination going to be wild beasts, concentration camp. Ultimately, the missile, man, the lake of fire. They lead you to fire, a lake. See? Come on.
They have led them down the path of destruction.
See that? Come on.
That is why the Lord takes no pleasure in the young man and shows no mercy even to the widow.
Right, that's why you see Jake, young men being sprawled out, widows, they cry, like the scripture call our women experts in weeping. Right? They know how to draw. Oh, they show you that in that Minister Society.
Oh yeah, you're right.
The parody. Yeah. Remember when she kept crying?
Yeah.
That was the spirit, man. The Lord making mockery of Israel.
Oh damn, that 12 years a slave. When they took her children. Yeah. She just sitting all out of the ports.
Yep.
Like you said, that's example of weeping.
Yeah, nigga get shot, nigga mama come out with a house coat. Right. She got some crying songs. They know how to dramatize it. The Lord said, what? The young children, the young men gonna die. Oh, and you YNs, man. The Lord sent the same for you niggas to go over there.
Oh, yes.
Man, that's a beautiful, man. Tawadiki, how about that? Hey, that's why the scripture said, wait me upon me. We can't come up with the perfect. All right. The Lord gonna set up a scene because there was some past legislation from 18 to 26. That's official YN age.
That's it. Well, that's what we do.
Lord gave them their heart desire.
Oh, because it's a video of one little nigga, he said, man, won't you, and the nigga was stumbling and bumbling, almost lost it. The nigga was like, yeah, man, won't you just create a place with all the hills?
Oh, yeah.
Y'all saw that?
Yeah.
Anybody know that nigga, what his name? Okay, that's the next one. Look it up, man. He was an NBA nigga, you said? Oh, NBA, okay, yeah, NBA young boy. Yeah, he came up with the bright idea. He said, look, if we can, we got the bright idea to bring all YNs together, right? Put them in a reserved land, and they can knock each other out. You know what? The Lord do one even better. Send your ass over there to Iran, in Ukraine and other hot spots. That'll be beautiful, man. Drop them niggas off in their tracksuit, all that. Drop them niggas off.
Had them with their phones and everything.
Yeah, all that. Yeah, go ahead with your phone. You got it. You still go live, nigga, if you want. I would have. Go ahead, you go live. If them niggas a bunch of attention whores, nigga posted on Facebook, do all that.
That's been the strategy that he saw for most of the wars. Throw Jake in there first.
Yep.
You know, whatever that strategy is, don't send him in first.
Black shit. They call it black shit.
Yeah.
Just sending niggas out as the first wave. You know?
Niggas getting their plaques knocked off. That's gonna be beautiful, man.
That's a part of every military campaign. You send reconnaissance, you send out the Marines, then you send in the Army. The Army is where you keep most of your casualties.
Right.
And it's full of niggas.
Right.
Niggas between the ages of 17, because niggas were kept showing in high school, going up to the ages of 26 now, they get rolled down.
But we talk about in the case of a draft.
Right.
Draft.
Yeah.
Like them niggas, they signed up. We want you niggas out here just wasting time, man. Yeah, cause that draft came back up. Remember we could speak about it and it died down. Spirit brought that draft right back up.
And you know, the nigga came out with the Call of Duty. They might be a nigga might be familiar with a certain map. It look like the map out there in the Middle East.
Yeah.
He
You was there rooms and doing your ass over there.
Yeah.
Damn, I remember this on the game.
You know what? To add to the grooming thing, before they went into at one time the army fits was green because it matched the terrain of the Vietnam. And then before they went into war in the Middle East, they turned camo like brown. Saying like how you got. And so that they already, that was before the war in Desert Storm. So they already knew where they was gonna send them, change the camo. And that already gave them. So they been knowing they was gonna go into war in this area. So everybody adjusted. That next generation, they focused on them. Let's get in this Call of Duty shit. Let's ramp this up. Let's get activated with this, you know, the YN coach. Let's push that, you know.
Damn.
And now it's all lined up. We really ready. The draft. All they need is the draft.
Yeah. Right. Your universe centers around gun. But you know what them bitch niggas gonna do? They're gonna be hanging on to a door. You're raised by their woman and shit.
Rough and tough over here.
Right.
Rough and tough.
Terrorizing the neighborhood.
Right. That's gonna be so beautiful.
That's gonna be beautiful, man.
Real.
If I may, y'all know, the Coast Guard just bought Birmingham Southern. Not Birmingham Southern, but Birmingham Southern.
That's where them niggas at.
They're gonna be a training center.
Oh yeah, well that's it, right? That's all. That's a few blocks of yeah. They gonna be dropping them niggas out of helicopters, niggas crying. Good, man. Nigga like jump now. Pushing them niggas, they tip the helicopter.
Nigga pull the thing too fast.
Pour them niggas out in Ukraine.
Nigga got down to shoot didn't work. He pulled it out too fast, too much act got on.
As the elder said, one thing is terrorizing your neighborhood, where you know it's old ladies and women. It's a whole another thing when every Arab over there since the age of 4. They've been letting them off. They let them off at weddings.
Yeah. And they don't even they don't budge when they hear a music. They continue to play skateboard and shit. That's true. You niggas hear a nigga pop a bag. You Americans a joke.
Right. An engine backfire.
Right. Oh yeah. It is mostly gangster niggas who jump.
Yeah, I'm talking about.
Because they know the life. Oh, just like you. You created a setting where you at war with everything. So at the sound of right, you a Chase Road now. We're going into that phase. Yep, come on.
It's on Isaiah 9:17 NLT. It says that is why the Lord takes no pleasure in the young men.
See?
And shows no mercy even to the widows.
That's the YN. Come on.
And orphans. For they are all wicked hypocrites.
Right, a whole bunch of fucking wicked. That's why, man, Jake, I'm gonna show you one of the key points of their hypocrisy, man. they'll rally behind a nigga who terrorized the neighborhood. Then they expect you to get somebody. Let's just say a nigga, remember the nigga with the hood who got killed? Which the guy who killed him, we gonna get him in the kingdom. That nigga was
George Zimmerman.
Yeah. I think he catching hell now, Zimmerman. But you still can't negate the fact that that nigga will more than likely had a hood on, like, and you see what he set off a movement. Now niggas with flip-flops and hoods will rob you. Yep. Right? But you can't tell me that nigga went walking by people's doors, man, lifting up the goddamn door, seeing who's in there.
Said that nigga, who had killed that bitch up there, Brookwood, that nigga had slides on and shit, man.
Oh, the nigga killed his son?
Yeah, that nigga had flip-flops.
Good for that nigga, man. I hope that nigga did go to hell.
Yeah.
Hope he was in hell.
Yeah,
that nigga, man.
No nigga gonna flip-flop.
No, no.
They ain't gonna fight.
Yeah. They ain't expecting to run from a dog or nothing.
Stand there with his foot out the flip.
Right.
Like a woman. You know what I'm saying?
That size you up.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nigga scratch the heel and shit. This thing gotta be. That green, they mugging you though. Right.
Flip-flops at the tombstone.
Oh yeah, flip-flop in the casket.
Look, he said in the casket.
This was his favorite one. The red and blue.
Neon green. They play the game in the morning.
He won all his bang games. And he flies. Right here.
Flip-flop.
Hey, cause I'm gonna be honest, man, I had like a moment where I kind of felt a little bad. I was looking at his face, kind of tall, but he was feminine, man, like not like out. Then he had the spirit of his mama, you know, feminine spirit. I was like, damn, it kind of hit me just for it was just a quick moment. Well, right, I said they laughed, but I was like, man, damn, there's a lot of people, man, like that's supposed to be a towering Jake. Judite man, you know. But look what he's been reduced to. Right? Under the spirit of the mama, you know. Right, yeah, the way niggas flick through their phone like they mom. Right, the way the nigga eat his chips. Right, all the little subtle little things. The way the
Even when the nigga had a little baby shorts on and shit.
Yeah. The way the nigga move, you know. Like nigga eat his chicken like it was all that. The way you sit down and stand up. All that shit. Oh, boy.
Spiritually silent and each.
Oh, well, that's the spirit. Brother, read it. The Lord got that spirit on us. The Lord said he take no pleasure in a young man. Neither do he kid in him. You know, that's us. It's radiating through us. Somebody got to be a witness to this. It can't just be like, it's up for debate. Okay, this is what the Lord said. No, it has to be manifested. Right? That's why you have a shot. People say the Lord taught daily, right? So here in the ministry, there's a diligent spirit on it. That's why we back out here. So that had to be manifest through the earth, through men. To show that it is a power. See? All right, come on.
It says, for they are all wicked hypocrites.
Right, that's how we feel. You wicked hypocrites. A nigga have a candlelight visual, then you look deeper into the nigga. He shot 2 more niggas before that. He had the case open. That nigga dead, had to go to court in 2 weeks for attempted murder. Right.
Don't know how that nigga came up. Nigga had all the charges that the nigga was about to get. He died right before that shit.
Yeah.
Or even they say free this nigga.
Oh yeah.
Nigga terrorist.
Free big meat, right. That nigga come home to a celebration, and he was a symbol of selling drugs and adultery. Them niggas was big adulterers. Like you can't make a case for a nigga like a duck. You like, man, put that, like if you in the righteous spirit, you bring up all the charges, right? And once you hear adultery, you like, yo, man, get that nigga out of here, man. And call some of your most mighty men. Because you're going in your pedigree out the house of. Yeah. 45 minutes. Cause that adultery shit off, man. Yep. Come on. Yeah, that's what they in. They push that, man. Because all the stunning really is to get your woman at the end. To get somebody, woman who all, you know, and that brings confusion, right? Crossing paths, niggas, this place got to be destroyed, man.
A lot of these married women out here too, trying to find somebody that, you know, free.
Right. Oh, because the one broad, she said it was like a business decision. She was dating one of the rap niggas, Boston. Yeah. Oh yeah, Boston Rich. She came out and said, yeah, you know, it was like, she said I had a plan and I had to execute.
Gabrielle Union said, he deserved to get cheated on her ex-husband. He deserved it.
Because they had the money and shit.
Yeah, he made her pay half the bill.
That's the mindset, right? Right, yeah. Oh yeah, that's why in the spirit, man, I'm telling you, bro. If you asked us, okay, well, I'm gonna give you a time period to exact justice, like in the earth, man. I would sleep. I would diligent. Side and brothers, hey, you get the west side, go back. Make sure, go back.
Yeah, fill up your gas.
Yeah. Make sure brothers got all the resources that you very well equipped. Up early, everybody got water. Check back in the hour. And I be going right at them motherfuckers too, like Gabriel. I wake up in there. Sparrow. Right. Up! She knows she's some hot water.
That's gonna be it right there.
That's the man right there. Nothing else said.
Come on.
It says, and they all speak foolishness.
See, they speak foolishness, man. Because they ain't speaking according right. They bright idea is some wild shit. That's why we can't suffer. We don't suffer niggas, man. Like the spirit be on us to watch these videos of they folly. That's pretty much to serve as a witness, like I said again. What's that, Ezekiel? Is that Ezekiel 8?
Yep.
See how he dug through the wall? So pretty much that's what we're doing. We go to digging through it. We say, man, look at that. Look what they're doing. So the Lord brought us here. Why? So he can be justified in his sayings. Right? Because you know the prophets always in some capacity either didn't want to come, they knew the burden, they try to come up with an excuse. Or either they would even say, man, they're trying to save somebody. Remember Abraham? He said, look, if this is you righteous, you trying to downplay it, like, you know. So the Lord brought us here and gave us a front row seat. Right. So we at the point like, no, Lord, go proceed forth, man. Destroy them, man. This is the time right here where we really see Israel's offenses, man. You give them liberty and look what they do. Yeah, they push adultery, they push, because our women prostitutes and harlots. That's why Gabrielle Union said what she said. She felt it was woven in her to say, look, I need to be paid, but I'm gonna go to the next nigga. He gonna pay. Yeah, see? Oh yeah, you know his dad probably, they don't do right. Yeah?
Happy white, happy life.
That bullshit.
That shit give you a headache.
Oh yeah. That go back to that YOLO shit. Like, yeah. That, you know it's a felony right there. Yeah, that's a felony. Yep, come on.
But even then, the Lord's anger will not be satisfied.
Mm-hmm.
His fist is still poised to strike.
Right, right. His hand is still stretched forward. See? Because, you know, if you beat somebody, you punch them, then you let off with another punch coming. So the Lord poised to strike, right? He let off a little, you ain't getting chased down and lynched in the street. But notice, the Lord about to come back down in another little, man. See? All right, so that was it. All right, come on. Got somebody back here? If not, we can, you want to start? Isaiah 24?
Yeah, Isaiah 24.
Yep. And we got that Revelation 13 as well. Spirit, bring that back up.
Come back, Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 5, it reads, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
So-called white man responsible for that. He changed the ordinance. We would just admit, well, we saw it with our own eyes. We don't need nobody to tell us about butchers. We saw 3 butchers on all, you know, and them certain motorcycles, like, that's a man, right?
Come on, bro.
That was a man and shit.
No fucking way, man. Yeah. I can see if you was riding with your man.
You on the back, maybe.
You know what I'm saying? You maybe on the back. Come on, bro. 3 women.
Yeah.
You know?
That's a blitz. That's taking a stand as a blitz.
Right. Yep.
If it tip over, she gonna need a man to help her pull it back.
Right. Chopper. They got their own social savings.
Stud name. Call that shit. Yeah. He's probably go by jail or some shit. She really action.
Right. This name Jasmine, that bitch Jazzo.
Hey.
Bitch committing adultery, man. I mean, you know. Right. Yeah, bro. Now that bitch got a Nike sweatsuit, hoodie. With the hoodie sweater in the hoodie. Bitch got that bitch faded off.
Got that 360 waves and shit.
Yeah, man.
Bitch smell like a fucking man with a manly
that bitch might have on older bitch. Those women don't stand and kill these motherfuckers. Yeah. They tricks too. Yeah, they obliged with the trick shit. Like, you know, I got 1,500.
You see a lot of bitches with single mothers and shit.
Oh, yeah. Because they want a family and they can't, you know. That motherfucker throwing football and shit, man.
Fuck him, man.
And the man in the jail.
She stepped up.
Right, yeah. That bitch do it live and boasting herself. I stepped up. Right.
Man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's it, man.
That's why the destruction makes sense. Oh, yeah. Them bitches feel some type of way on Father. Bitch get an attitude, thank you. Bitch on her period on Father. They fights. But they say too, right? They even big with the divorce.
Yeah.
Because you got 2 of these, both of them women. And the other one is more dangerous because, you know, she got an attitude and got scrap. Everybody got to be careful.
Say that's the highest on domestic.
Exactly. Doors slamming.
Right.
Good place. Yeah, this place got to be destroyed. That's why war until you won't agree with it. Because what you expect out of it?
Exactly.
You know, what do you expect out of such a dysfunctional layout? Well, I got to destroy it. That's why the scripture said the earth is broken down, man. Right, yep, come on.
God, it says, therefore have the curse devoured the earth.
Right, the curse really is Esau. Let's prove that real quick. Isaiah.
God. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 34. In verse 5. So like Isaiah 34:5, it reads, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. It shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judge.
Yep. Of course.
God. Back in Isaiah 24, in verse 6 again, it says, therefore have the curse devoured the earth.
Right. So-called white man devoured the earth, man. Chemtrails, he broke down the ecosystem. The food broke down, the food supply tainted. Relationships has been compromised. We're going into it. Like women becoming butchers. That's the so-called, that's the curse devouring the earth. Man. Come on.
It says, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore, the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left.
Right, so that's the solution, man. The earth being burned, that's World War III. The scriptures say what? Few men left. That's the elect. You know, the 1/3. You know, that's really the men, women, and children, but the few men, that begins with the prophets. And those who cleave to them. See? Like, so, that was it on that? Right, so we can get that Isaiah, that Revelation 13. Right? Because remember, we were touching on the fact that you got city versus city, you know, just bringing it full circle. The Lord have mingled a spirit within these Edomites, man. And basically, they turn it, the spirit of wars in it. So the Lord gave them, hey, think of this, right? You're a big drug addict. But somebody sit a kilo of powder, you're gonna destroy yourself.
That's true.
Right, like versus somebody sit a 20 in front of you.
Yeah.
You the same addict, but you don't got the resources to help yourself. Right, you get a 20, but you only do so much.
Right.
But if I sit a brick in front of you, you can sit back and just say, hey, look, yeah, watch, he gonna die. That's what the Lord did. That's why the Lord upgraded the sword. He gave this great sword to this crazy warmonger. Ensuring, right, that was written in the scriptures will come to pass, man. So you got these crazy Edomites with missiles. Then the Lord got that spirit of tension in the air. So they're going to set, like when that itch, back to the attic, when that itch got it, because he got it at his disposal. So you think these crazy Edomites going to just say, nah, we ain't going to do that. I got a key right there, but I ain't going to. No, he going to take them missiles, man. See? So we're in the time of that. This is the time when they're going to have. So come on, let's get that Revelation.
We come Revelation chapter 13 and verse 2. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and feet were like as the feet of a bear.
So what we read is the timeline of the Edomites, which is brought forth in the mystery, man. So his head was like, read that again?
And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard.
Now that liking, that really going to your head. Because that's the beginning. Now someone likeness, you take an ID, that's your likeness. But what is it? It's your head shot. So his likeness was as into a leopard, which that go back to the Greeks. Because you had, I believe Alexander the Greek used to wear a leopard head, right? So that go back to the Greeks. So that was the beginning. Even these devils say that. The beginning of civilization was with the Greeks. But it was the beginning of your timeline. And that's what the scripture said. So let's read it one more time.
And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, And his feet were as the feet of a bear,
Yep.
and his mouth as the mouth of a lion.
Right, that's Britain. Well,
And the dragon gave him his power.
right, and that's dealing with the Roman system, which even spills over to this day. So now, let's focus. It says the head was like the head of a leopard, and his feet was like the feet of a bear. The end of the body, the end of the so-called white man's run is going to be by way of what? The bear. And that's Russia, man. See? So that's the time we're in, right? So you see all the turmoil in the earth. You got Iran, a major player, and because they killed the president, man, or the leader, who was equivalent to the Pope to them. And so now, right, I told him, man. So now, really these devils, they trying to really pop pieces, man. But Iran saying no. And why they saying that? Because they really bagged. They bagged by the bear. Let's get that Ezekiel 38. We ready to close up? Yeah, let me get into this briefly. Right? So this heavy prophecy going on in the earth, man. The Lord put in the players. That's why the scripture says set the Egyptians versus the Egyptians. So now the Lord set these different players in position. Like you set, like just say for the free throw line, you got everybody set up, you got the free throw line, you know a free throw shot now. Based upon what? The way they set up. So now you got the kings of the earth set up in such a way where World War III coming. But you gotta emphasize the microchip. That's gonna take you about, you know, that's gonna be dramatic, bro. That microchip. We gonna feel that, right? It's gonna be like a rush. It's gonna be like a rush, like, you know, right, you know? Yeah, you're gonna be excited, you're gonna be jacked up, bro. Right? It's gonna be a rush, man. And then your senses gonna be opened up. If you in the scriptures, you're gonna know, Lord, Most High, He's the one gotta keep you from there. But see, we at the point when we confident though. We like, man, we, you know, not boasting like we know. We confident like, Lord, the Lord, hey, the Lord said He's not forgetting. No, that's unrighteous to forget your works, man. Because once the ministry stops, the Lord will start tallying up. That's in the law, right? A day's pay, a day's work. So when the day go down, right, what happens? What the scripture liken the ministry stopping to? The sun and the star and the moon. So what happens when you get through working during the day? The sun and the moon go down. And that's when you expect your pay. So once the internet, once we stop teaching and the sun and the moon go down, that's officially the day over. You got time to get, right? Now the Lord start reckoning out your pay. And a part of that pay is what? Escaping the perils, man. And one of them is the chip. So the Lord said, okay, you know what? You did my work. You did the right thing. I'm going to put the spirit on, escape the, yeah, that's a part of the reward. Put the spirit on a portion, you're going to escape the chip. Man. Yeah, keep thee from the hour of temptation. Lord sent a film cartoon and they put a smoke on and Lord put the spirit on your eye. That's what we're going to take. We're going to be in a heavy spirit. We're going to be laughing and famine. That's the reward, man. Yep, come on.
This is the book of Ezekiel chapter 38, starting 1. The word of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, came unto me saying, Son of man, set thy face against God, the land of Magog, the chief prince of chief Mesech and Tubal,
yep,
and prophesy against them.
Right, they're Russia. That's where they dwelt in that land. Go back to the history, man. So those who are in that land right now would be the ones who this prophecy is geared to. Come on.
And say, thus said the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, behold, I am against thee, O God.
Right, the Lord says it's against Russia too. Why? Because they eat them up. Come on.
It says, oh God, the chief prince of Mesech and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws.
Right, so the Lord said what? He's going to turn them back and put hooks in their jaws. Now we was going into that maze early. Oh, what did yeah, man. Oh, that was somebody trying to order, like, you know, looking at the menu. Right, man. That's an indictment. You acknowledge that this, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Going that way.
Right. Going that way. Right. See? Right. So what we supposed to do?
Supposed to start doing the backyard? Bubbleheads.
Right, they're confusing, man. And he was continuing trying to get out the reaction like, whoa, okay.
I agree. Like your opinion, like
Right, like we That's offensive to us. You catching hell, you tell me, man, listen to brother.
Yeah, come.
Right. Got a war on. Yep, come on.
God, it says, and I will turn thee back and put hoofs into thy jaws.
Right, that go back to what we were talking about with that maze. Like, it's a power that's heads in you. You can't go nowhere. So now you got Russia being turned to that old cold USSR spirit, which that's the what, the United Soviet Social Republic. When you go back to their leaders, man, they was cold. Gorbachev, he was Edomite, had that red, Lord Spain, that red mark on. See? Yeah, Lord slapped that shit on that red mark, man. But it was so heavy. The ministry was out then, but it went to the level of the internet. You would have surely been like, hey, man, you know what I mean? But the Gorbachev ministry went a certain way, you know what I mean? Then you had, what's the other, Boris Yeltsin? I think he was more West friendly. One of them guys was West friendly. It might have was him, right? And that kind of gives you a glimpse into the not being summer yet. Because the winter, bear hibernates in the winter. Come on.
God, it says, and I will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all them clothed with all sorts of armor.
Yep.
Even a great company with bucklers and shields.
So Lord said he's going to bring that forth. That means it's going to come on the scene, man. Come on.
All of them handling swords.
Mm-hmm.
Persia, Ethiopia.
Hey, it said all of them handling swords. So now we fast forward now, that sword is missing, man. Mm-hmm. They got the technology, right? Everybody handling swords. Esau don't have the luxury of, right, making his presence felt, you know, having the nations at bay. They like, look, we got military. We got guns too. We got drones. We got internet access. Yep, come on.
It says Persia, Ethiopia.
Yeah, Persia, that's the first one on the list. And Persia, we know who Persia is. That's the Iranians, man. So they're a heavy ally with Russia. So you think that, again, with all these missiles in the earth, the equivalent to, you know, you have over, right, what you need, you're a big weed smoker. Somebody getting a whole lot of pounds of weed, you gonna smoke it.
The angels of Revelation 7 are holding back.
Yep.
So Esau already got it in him to go ahead and launch it.
Right.
They had a cold war already.
You holding the pit bull back. You know what I'm saying? They know they there to fight.
You ain't like you got to tell the pit bull to go.
No, you ain't gonna have to
just
let it go.
Because the words is already fighting words. They at the point
they barking.
Yeah. If we go to World War III, it's Putin and Trump that exchanged those words to each other.
Yep. Fight words. Putin that came out and said already with certain missiles to do to certain parts of America.
Right.
Yeah.
So, if I'm not mistaken, Russia is helping Iran. The report is Russia is helping Iran locate where the U.S. military is at over there in that Middle East.
Yep.
So they can strike right there. You know, showing you that Persia, Meshach connection.
Yep.
It says Persia, Ethiopia,
Yep, Ethiopia, that's the Cushites. Yeah.
and Libya.
And Libya. Like Libya, where that's North Africa. You got Morocco and all the areas. Come on.
It says all of them with shield and helmet.
Right, they dress for war, man. Why? Because the season of war. Ecclesiastes 3, right? So they ready to go to war. Now, when you go into all them countries like Persia and the Libyans and Ethiopia, they got ties with Russia. They invested in Russia. Russia invested in them. They got business happening. It ain't just like they just kicking it. There's business ventures. So Russia got to get that. See? And mainly the business ventures is oil. And we know the devil, he on the hunt for it. He the rob. Like the Edomites over in the west side, and really go back to them bankers, you know? Because wherever you see the influence of America, right, how do you know that America's influenced them? It's a fucking military base. That Puna is the sword, man. But then with that military base come what? Puppet leaders. But then overall, the influence of the small hats there. Right, when you really analyze what they occupy, the influence of the small hats there. See? All right, come on.
Because it says Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togomar and the north quarters.
Yep, that, you go into the map, that's up there by Armenia, Georgia, Caucasus. It was the Georgia Republic, now just Georgia. A lot of, what's up in there? A lot of pipelines. So this sensitive, this 6-star wars, man. Right, it's gonna get real. See? Come on.
It says the house of Togomar, all the north quarters and all his bands, and many people with them.
Gomar and all that, Turkey, modern day. Come on.
Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself.
That's why over the year, you had the nuclear arms race. They was building and making missiles. They were driven by making missiles, man. The Lord beautiful. You could tell nations are separate real. Because the most Jake, they was in captivity, but they were still sucking and jiving. They were dancing. Then the Esau was sitting around hell bent on making missiles. Going back to Oppenheimer. What's the other physics we like to bring out? Abraham, Esau. You see that? That way he said prepare. So they was preparing for this moment right here, man. Whoever knew that it would be with Trump, real talk. But they prepared though. Because right now all it takes is, man, a strike, man. And it could be a strike. They might hit some American interests. It might be a homegrown terrorist act on the soils of America. That don't mean that World War III perfect. Right? New Jersey might get rap niggas start coming to blow New Jersey up. The Lord might blow a certain part of the area where the power out. Nigga, you still gotta get the chips. Like EMPs. Yep, super cell. They here, man. Nigga, assistant coach. Oh, that's God. So nigga stop out of Iran. Yep, come on.
He said, be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee.
Right, the company. Like right now, you're in the company of the prophets. Meaning what? You're an ally to Yahweh Shem Yahweh. But the kings of the earth, they're in company, man, and in particular Russia and his allies. See? And the average Babylonian, the average American, they don't understand the sense of urgency, man. Oh, it was a video, right, where I forgot was that they saw those missiles coming overhead. Did y'all see that one? Yeah, that's how it's gonna be when imagine when the whole sky covered. And they coming to America, them people gonna be pissing on themselves. They ain't gonna be hit.
It says, And be thou a guard unto them.
Right, and be thou a guard unto them. Right now, we read, right, Revelation 13, where the feet is known as the bear, right? When the worst time to see a mother bear? With her cubs, man. Right after hibernation, man. She gonna guard them with all she got, man, immensely. She gonna guard her cubs. So that's one of the reasons why the bear is likened to Russia.
Just to add to the point, because him bringing up, speaking to the mother duck, it's two natural instincts that she's coming out of that cave with. She's coming out of that cave with. She's hungry, and then a natural instinct to protect her children.
Right.
That's always a recipe for disaster when you have both of those elements.
Right. Yep.
Part of the situation.
Right. Yeah, and they come out looking poor. Like you look at they lose a lot of weight. So really, when you look at America and Russia, America got fat, and Russia suffered a lot and sacrificed a lot to prepare, beef up, you know. And that's why you always see like the comparison with Russia and America, whether it's Rocky, the Russian series. He really preparing for the fight, man. And remember, Rocky was bullshit. Yep. That Russia said he dies and dies. Right? That was the spirit that Russia had. And he was working out. He had the wood and shit, snoring. He was preparing. That's what you say about Russia. Come on.
It says, after many days, thou shalt be visited. In the latter years, thou shalt come into the land that is brought back from the sword.
Yep.
And is gathered out of many people. Against
they're dealing with the land. Because the land was brought back from the sword and was visited by many people. When you go into the history, the land was always attacked. The land was always, you had nations fighting over the land, seizing the land. So that was the emphasis. So, you know what came to mind, right? When somebody get that real quick, I know we kind of went over a little bit. Go to that article that the brother sent with the GI. With it, and I want y'all to share that with y'all could. They got the 800 number. I don't know if there's more on that. We're gonna talk about that.
It says, against the mountains of Israel it has been always waste, but it is brought forth of the nations, and they shall dwell safely of all of them.
Now, you know what? Now go to Jeremiah 50 and 45. Right, they've been coming out a lot. And the brothers got that. It was an article. It was an article, but it was where the guy they had the 800 number with the GI Army, and they taking their stance against Israel.
Oh yeah, I think it's a pig. It's just a pig.
Okay, it's just a pig. Okay, go out. Somebody want to share that real quick? If brothers can read it, man, it's heavy, man. The spirit. It's funny, Okay. Yep. Yeah. Let go bring. Scroll. Yeah. Brothers let him do it. Yeah, I'll let the brother read it. Okay. Yep. Wow.
It says, don't die for Israel, become conscientious objectives.
Objectives, that means like taking a hard stance against something. Matter of fact, somebody do something. Look up that word objective. Conscientious, yeah.
Science. Your conscience is fucking with you.
Yeah.
About going to war for Israel.
Right, yeah. You know, somebody might say we're gonna make a conscious decision.
Right.
That really stop you from doing your best at war. If you undecided about why you're there.
Yeah.
That way they were trying to, trying to make all these robots too, because he knows these motherfuckers don't want to fight. He already made, once we talk about their hard times, making strong men, he got already military, he got TikToks on top of that. They ain't really
Right.
built for war. You know?
Serious.
Then bitch in the grass, you got YNs,
Yep.
LGBT, XYZ motherfucker with bad diets and shit. Same.
So,
You know?
All in one compound.
Right.
Shit like marijuana, you know, they can't. Oh yeah, cokeheads. Yeah, 3 days.
Party on Friday,
Exactly.
get kicked up, and then come, they give you a warning Monday.
Right.
They give you sense too. This is how we saw sisters.
That's true. You're good. No, you're good. You know.
Shit, that what Hitler used to do, get them boys on that speed,
Yeah.
then get numb on the battlefield, you know what I mean?
A lot of them drugs came out of testing it on them soldiers.
Yep.
LCD. They got a movie called Jacob's Ladder. It's all about that.
Lord gave us like the Holy Spirit, the oil. Like, the light. Yeah, because that's what you do. Like your military, you feed them certain shit.
That's true.
Yeah, strong, yeah. Yeah, come on. Read that again. Okay, can we read that article one more time?
It says, don't die for Israel, become conscious objectives.
Right. Did somebody get that word objective? Somebody could.
Yep, that word, definition, that word objective. It says a person who expresses opposition to or disagreement with something.
Right. So the U.S., you got the U.S. Army, you got these guys, they taking a hard stance against going to war for Israel, man. See? They all go back to biblical prophecy, man. So that's an indicator that America's going to be destroyed. See? Yeah, come on. All right, so what Yeah. You went in agreement then. Yeah.
He just thought it was all black.
Right. You probably got offended, you know, that we ain't acknowledge him,
He probably wanted to hear, hey, Malak, how you feel about
Right. Hey, King. Yeah. He wanted to be exalted. Brother, my advice, go in. Nigga want that, right? Put his input. Get your money. Keep your nose clean, stay out of people's niggas got all these fucking solutions, man. You're still in captivity.
Right.
Yep, come on.
God, this is the book of Jeremiah 50, verse 45. It reads, therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord, that he hath taken against Babylon, and his purposes, that he hath purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them.
Right, the least of the flock is those so-called Jews over there in our land. Right, but now, you go into that word draw, one of the definitions is drag. Like when you have to drag someone, then that means really it's against their will. It's like a burden, like damn, you know? The Trump thought he was just gonna go in there, standard operating procedure, and do what they've been doing, right? Flash they self and then everybody run to their cover and everything go back to war. But now they looking at it like a risk reward, right? So really, we go into the word draw. One of the definitions. Again, matter of fact, let's click on it.
God.
When you have to drag someone somewhere, right? That means that they really own their post. You resisted them. So that's why that information came out. And not just that, you got the decorated military guy. Right, he got his hand broke. And he had a spirit on it. He ain't even affected. He ain't even jumped one time. He still said, fuck Israel, man.
Oh, they literally dragged him.
Right, they literally dragged him. That was somebody. We dragging you to Israel, nigga.
Right. Better fight.
Right, you better fight. So when you go into that, now let's go into that word.
Word, draw. So it says to drag.
To drag, go ahead.
It says draw out.
Uh-huh.
To trail along. Tear.
Tear. So like, if I take your arm off, that means it was connected with somewhere else. And I have to tear it off. So that's what's going on right now. That's why you see the resistance. No, Israel. Oh, even you mentioned it, right? How it's a trick question now.
Yeah,
somebody throw a mic in front of Trump. Who you with? America or Russia? You know? It's like America or Israel? That's a trick question. You had to make a quick conscious, right? Because that's the reluctance.
Right.
Because you fucking fight for the so-called Jews, man, who are fucking the worst of all the nations. So you got to jump out there for someone that's hated, man, and rightfully so. And this nigga, they even coming out too. I forgot what happened, but you got these people of all people, these gutter rats. Now they're making claims of war crimes. Get the fuck out of here, man. Sick, man. Yep. Come on, is that it?
Yeah,
that was it. Yep, you got something else?
So we do edifying like you, like to give all praise, honor, and glory.
See Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
Like to give double honors to the apostles and elders and great millstone. Like to say shalom to the elect, the teach word, knowledge, faith, and sincerity. Shalom to the believers as well. Shalom.
Shalom.